This is a short video on how I use Spelling City in a primary classroom. The features that I'm going to share with you are available through the premium membership. Because I'm already logged in, I'm going to show you where you go to in order to utilise the features that it offers. You will have a toolkit, so by clicking on this you will see the features that it offers. To start with, you'll need to add your students. So you go to My Students. I've already got my 3 groups that I use for Words Their Way, which is the spelling program that we use at my school. To add your students, you simply add students, and you will notice that these boxes come up. You just simply fill them in, giving your student a username and a password. After you've done that, you save. After the student list is saved, you can then put your students into groups, and this is where the personalisation comes in. Once the student lists have been saved, the children will have a little box beside their name. Because my students have been entered and I wish to protect their privacy, I won't be able to show you this feature from this screen. So you would simply click Create Group, the student list would appear, and you would simply create your group, give it a new name, and then check the students you wish to be in that group. You can also activate this feature from the toolbox. So by doing that, I'm going to activate my students. Or my assignments. In my assignments, I've created the blue group, which is also available here. So you would enter the name here, and I entered blue group and save. To add an assignment, that is the title given to the lists of words that you'd like your students to work on. To get the lists for your students to work on, again you access my toolbox and you go to List Management. You can import the lists which are already available, and there are also a wealth of other lists that you can use, and you can see that I've got quite a few here. So where to access those is from this section here. So I'm going to go to Import Lists, and on the side here you will see that the Words Their Way option is available, so click on that. I actually have a license for the Words Their Way 5th edition, so I simply clicked on Import Group, and all of those 33 lists of words get entered into my program. And I did that for all of the Words Their Way groups that are applicable to my grade. Once you've done that, then you can go back to my toolbox and go back to this box here, which is Assignments. In the Assignments view, now you can start assigning activities for your students to work on. So to do that, you click Create a New Assignment. Click a word list, and you will notice these are the options. I've got some other lists available. I'm going to click on this list and you'll see which sorts come up. I'm going to click on letter name sort 6. These are the wealth of activities that you can select that are available. These are also available to be used on devices, iPads, iPhones and Android devices, as well as on computers. By moving the mouse over the activities, you get a snapshot as to what the activity is. My literacy group rotations, which is where I use this activity, go for about 30 to 35 minutes. Initially I selected 5 activities, and that was too much for the students to complete. I've narrowed it down to 2 to 3 activities per rotation, which is more manageable for the children to get through. So as you can see, by just scrolling the mouse over the activities, you get an idea of what types of activities the children can partake in, and there's quite a wealth of activities for the children to do. So I'm going to do a test, Speedy Speller, and a paragraph. All the activities come up here. If I decide to change my mind and I don't want that, I can simply delete. I'm also going to click done when I'm done. The next thing is to assign to students some, and I'm going to add to pick some. Okay, so I'm going to select my blue group. Did not appear because I didn't activate that on my other screen. So and I don't have any student names in that grouping. So the blue group would appear here, so I would simply click on that. So for this purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to assign it to the yellow group and click done. You then have the option of giving the student some input, such as instructions, and also some videos. I'm going to just click yes for that and save. When the students log in, they'll be able to see the assigned activities. You can also monitor the students' progress from what they complete. By clicking on assignment progress, you can see how much of the activity they've done and how successful they've been in doing that. From this box here, you can also go back to my toolbox, and you can also see test results from any tests that you've assigned in those activities. Hope that this short explanation gives you some ideas about the practicalities that Spelling City has as an option for assigning activities for students and personalising their learning opportunities.